cutting piece of pipe here on the tripod. Got it in the chain vise. Now, a lot of guys will want to take their bandsaw and cut straight through. I'm really picky about how I do everything. I would prefer using this because I know I'm going to have a straight cut. And a straight cut makes a big difference when you're putting it up in the air and you're picking through another pipe. So if that pipe is crooked, you're going to get a little kink in your pipe when you go to pick it. And that's what's causing that. So if you can cut it straight, I would say cut it straight. Take the time. I know bandsaw's a lot faster, but if you can take the time to cut it straight and do a good job, this is what I would recommend. I mean, you can also even use a chop saw for pipes. Like I've seen guys use chop saws. Or you can do this a couple rounds until you get a really nice groove, and then you could come in and take the bandsaw and you could cut it like that if you don't like using this. But I always recommend we cut with this just because it's straight. I always prefer we do it straight. I know in the unions, they like to do everything good. So any of you guys out there who are cutting pipe, you apprentices, always cut it straight, because not only are you going to have a look nice when you guys are putting it together, but you're just doing a good job, and it'll groove better too when the pipe's nice and straight. See, just all you gotta do is, and a lot of the pipe that we're using nowadays is Schedule 10 or Schedule 7, so it doesn't take a whole lot to go through these pipes. So take March. As you probably have full time, come back and forth. It kind of helps cut into the pipe a little better. Pretty easy stuff. Now I'm almost through, so. Shoot over here. And fight, need. Boom. Don't do that. But anyways, that didn't take much longer than using a bandsaw. Then, when you go ahead and you want to start grooving it, you shove that in there. A lot of guys like to do it freehand. I do it like this just because it's easy and my groove's going to be precise, If you want to get really picky about it, go a level on there. It's nice and level. Now what you want to do, come on over here, Jeremiah, is you want your pipe to sit nice and flat here. And when you're going to groove on these, I always recommend that you bring the pipe in just a slight bit. You have a kink. It doesn't take much, just a little bit. And that helps keep the pipe tight into the groover as you're grooving it. Also, number one thing, if you didn't know this, run your groover in reverse. It's always better. You can do it both ways. I just feel like it's easier and I'm used to doing it in reverse. So just go ahead and tighten this down. Oh, another thing here. I know a lot of guys don't use this, but try using this knob right here. I don't necessarily worry about this thing as long as you just leave that alone. But here, that's your depth. That's your groove depth. So once you groove this and this thing maxes out, you stop. There's no guessing. You're always doing the grooves exactly all the same time. So it's like setting threads. You want to set this too for your depth of your grooves, but your grooves are always the same. Right? Give it a little bit of push there. Do a couple turns. Let it roll. I'm maxed out already here. Boom, looks off a nice straight groove. Nice straight groove there. Nice straight piece of pipe. Now for the other side. Same thing. Just try to be able to send that releasing on that groove. Look at that. Oh, that's some straight shit right there. That's gonna be good stuff right there. It keeps your pipe straight too. So always take a little time, buddies. You know, just doesn't take that much time.